Why billionaires choose Rolls-Royce over any other car. Introduction: the silent power behind a billionaire's ride. Imagine the richest people in the world arriving at a private gala, an exclusive estate, or a multi-million-dollar negotiation. What car pulls up to the front entrance? It's rarely a sports car. It's never something ordinary. Almost always it's a Rolls-Royce, a vehicle that carries more than a body. It carries legacy, intent, and identity. This choice isn't random. It's not about speed, horsepower, or trendy design. It's about something deeper: prestige, presence, and control. A Rolls-Royce doesn't just transport a billionaire. It reflects who they are and what they built. In this video, we're exploring the deep psychological and practical reasons why Rolls-Royce is the car of billionaires. From the royalty in Dubai to the tech giants in Silicon Valley. Let's uncover the craftsmanship, customization, power dynamics, and timeless appeal that make it far more than just a car. 1. Heritage, a legacy of royalty and power. From the early 1900s, Rolls-Royce positioned itself not just as an automaker, but as a standard of excellence. While other companies focused on commercial success, Rolls-Royce focused on eternal reputation. It became the official car of kings, queens, and diplomats. The name itself has become synonymous with perfection. When people refer to something as the Rolls-Royce of its kind, they're saying it's the absolute best. That reputation isn't bought. It's earned over generations of elite craftsmanship, historical significance, and consistent delivery. Billionaires understand this language of legacy. Choosing Rolls-Royce aligns them with a lineage of rulers, innovators, and leaders whose choices have defined history. That's not something any modern brand can easily replicate. 2. The art of craftsmanship, luxury beyond machines. Unlike mass-produced luxury vehicles, Rolls-Royce cars are individually handcrafted with obsessive attention to detail. Over 60 artisans work on each car, some specializing in leatherwork, others in wood finishing, embroidery, or paint. For instance, the wooden panels in the dashboard aren't just chosen for look. They're sourced from the same tree to ensure grain consistency across the cabin. The leather is not only hand-stitched but also inspected under light for even the tiniest imperfections. If a flaw is found, it's replaced, no compromises. This dedication to absolute perfection is what elevates Rolls-Royce above any other brand. For billionaires who live in a world where quality equals power, this kind of perfection is not optional, it's expected. 3. Bespoke customization. Because no two billionaires are the same, Rolls-Royce's bespoke division takes customization to an unmatched level of personal artistry. Whether it's a unique paint mixed from crushed diamonds or a dashboard embroidered with your child's fingerprint, the limits of customization simply don't exist. Each buyer sits down with a designer, often for hours, discussing ideas, sketches, and concepts. Want your company's founding date stitched into the seat headrests? Consider it done. Want an interior color based on a sunset you saw in Santorini? They'll match it precisely. This isn't just luxury, it's emotional ownership. The car becomes a part of the buyer's story. And for billionaires who live to stand apart, this type of ultra-bespoke personalization turns a vehicle into a personal legacy piece. 4. Quiet luxury, the power of silence. In the chaotic world of billionaires, filled with negotiations, calls, decisions, and constant motion, silence becomes the ultimate luxury. Rolls-Royce engineers have spent years perfecting this silence. Inside the cabin, the sound of the outside world vanishes. Over 300 pounds of acoustic insulation are hidden inside the car's body panels. Even the air conditioning system has been engineered to avoid any harsh frequencies. The tires themselves are filled with foam. Yes, foam, to reduce the noise created from road texture. The result is a drive that feels more like gliding on clouds than rolling on asphalt. To billionaires, this isn't just impressive engineering. It's mental peace on wheels. 5. Presence. It doesn't scream. It commands. Where sports cars scream for attention, with loud engines and sharp edges, Rolls-Royce commands space without making a sound. The massive grille, the elongated body, the perfect proportioning, they all signal one thing: power sits here. Then there's the spirit of Ecstasy, the iconic figurine that rises silently from the hood when the engine starts. This moment is theatrical, symbolic, and instantly recognizable. It's not a gimmick, it's a ceremony of entrance. Billionaires don't want to look like they're trying too hard. They want to arrive and be noticed effortlessly. A Rolls-Royce doesn't demand attention. It receives it automatically. 6. Exclusivity, not just expensive. Rare luxury is not just about price, it's about how few people can access it. Rolls-Royce operates with this mindset. While they could produce more, they deliberately don't. Only around 6,000 to 7,000 units are made each year. Compare that with other luxury brands producing hundreds of thousands. This scarcity drives demand, but more importantly, it maintains status integrity. Some models, like the boat tail, are one of a kind and cost upwards of $28 million. These are commissioned vehicles, not purchases. You don't buy them. You're invited to have them made. For billionaires, this level of exclusivity turns ownership into a badge of identity. It's not just rare, it's near mythical. 7. Symbol of timelessness. Not trendy, but eternal. Rolls-Royce doesn't chase trends. Its design philosophy is about permanence. The Phantom, for example, has evolved slowly over the decades. Not dramatically, but gracefully, like a monarch aging into wisdom. Whereas most luxury cars have a shelf life, useful for 3 to 5 years, a Rolls-Royce can be driven for decades and still turn heads. The shape, the silhouette, and the elegance remain intact across generations. For billionaires who build legacies, not just lifestyles, this kind of timelessness is everything. It's a car their children, and even grandchildren, can inherit without it feeling outdated. That's the true meaning of automotive heritage. 8. Chauffeured comfort, designed to be driven by someone else. The true experience of a Rolls-Royce begins in the back seat. That's where the magic happens. Reclining seats, massagers, extendable footrests, champagne coolers, and even a shooting star headliner made from fiber optics. It's all designed to make the rear seat feel like a floating private lounge. Many billionaires use their car as a mobile office. With Wi-Fi, privacy curtains, and whisper-quiet surroundings, they conduct business, hold private meetings, or simply relax. Even the car doors open and close at the press of a button. No reaching, no effort. Every element whispers, you're in control, effortlessly. 9. Resale value and investment appeal. Unlike most vehicles that plummet in value over time, a well-maintained Rolls-Royce holds, and sometimes increases, its worth. Particularly bespoke or limited edition models become collector's items, with demand rising over the years. It's not uncommon to see a 20-year-old Rolls still valued in 6 figures. That kind of depreciation resistance is rare in the auto world, and with continued scarcity and rising global wealth, values have continued climbing. For billionaires with investment-savvy minds, a Rolls-Royce offers not just luxury, but long-term financial logic. It's one of the few cars that represents both passion and portfolio value. 10. Brand philosophy, engineering a lifestyle, not just a vehicle. Rolls-Royce doesn't advertise like typical car brands. Their marketing isn't loud. It's exclusive and personal. They don't sell cars, they build lifelong relationships. From the moment you express interest, the journey begins. Not with a salesperson, but with a luxury specialist who understands your taste, your background, and your legacy. Factory tours, design consultations, and private events become part of your ownership experience. The car becomes a chapter in your life, not just an asset in your garage. That emotional experience, coupled with functional brilliance, is why billionaires don't just choose Rolls-Royce, they commit to it. Conclusion: why it's always a Rolls-Royce. There are luxury cars, there are powerful cars, and then there is Rolls-Royce. It doesn't compete with anyone because it doesn't need to. It lives in a category of its own, reserved for those who operate above the crowd. It isn't about the cost, it's about the culture it represents. A culture of absolute control, taste, silence, legacy, and intention. Every inch of a Rolls-Royce is made not just for transportation, but for transformation. You don't drive a Rolls-Royce, you arrive in one. So the next time you see a billionaire step out of a Rolls, remember, that's not just a car. It's a mobile declaration of supremacy. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the billionaire mindset and the world of elite luxury, smash that like button to support the channel. Comment below and let us know. If you could own any Rolls-Royce model, which one would you choose? And don't forget to subscribe for more rich insights into the luxury lifestyles, mindsets, and habits of the ultra-wealthy. Because on this channel, we don't just talk about luxury, we live it, drive it, and understand what it truly means.